Hey guys, this is Sean from seanother.com, and today we are going to have a look on the benchmarking performance and scores of Huawei Ascent Mate 7. Huawei Ascent Mate 7 is having an octa-core processor, 2 GB of RAM, a Mali 600 GPU, and a 1080p Full HD 6-inch screen. So let's have a look on the score of benchmarking apps on our Huawei Ascent Mate 7. Let's start with our entity benchmarking. So as you can see here, from our previous test, the score is 42,605, which is pretty good for our device, but we'll be running a test right in front of you to get the better idea that how good or bad it's going to be. So let's start now. As you can see right now on the screen, the Huawei Ascent Mate 7 is having a 1080p Full HD screen, and the entity benchmarking app is just going through the screen and all the testings and everything, the 3D graphics test, the 2D graphics test and all. And once it is finished, we will get the score. Let's see if it is going to be more than 43,600 or it's going to be lower than that. So this time our device scored 43,075. So it's approximately same like the previous score. So we are expecting that in you will always get around 43,000 on the entity benchmark for our Huawei Ascent Mate 7. You can get more details here, and you can also check the performance here for general performance, gaming performance. What we are going to do, we are just going to uh, compare the score of our device with another devices. So as you can see, Huawei Ascent Mate 7 is scoring more than Xiaomi Mi4, more than Galaxy S5, more than Huawei Mate 7, but it is still lower than the Meizu MX4, Samsung Galaxy Note 4, OnePlus One, and HTC's latest device, HTC One M8. So that was the score for our Huawei Mate 7 for entity benchmark. So let's have a look on another benchmarking apps. Let's start with the benchmark. Run benchmark, and let's wait and watch how much our Huawei Mate 7 is going to score in this test. As you can see here on the screen, uh, this test consists of the math test, the XML parsing test, CPU test for single core, multi-core, the storage test for external memory, internal memory, read write both. So this test is a comprehensive test of the device and its speed. So let's see how good or bad uh, the score is going to be of this test for our Huawei Ascent Mate 7 device. Okay, so the test is done and here is the score. So the overall performance score is 847. For the system performance it's 2089. For the memory speed it's 403. For the graphics it's 774, and for the web browsing it's 789. So the overall score for our right to wear base mark uh, test is 847. And let's go and test Geekbench now. So for the single core, the score is 891, and for multi-core, the Geekbench 3 score is 3244. We can compare the performance of Huawei Ascent 7 with other devices here. For single core, the score is 891, which is um, right next to the Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1, as you can see, but it's still lower than Samsung Galaxy S5 and Amazon Kindle Fire SDX7. And let's go and have a look on the multi-core performance. And okay, here we can see that our Huawei Ascent Mate 7 scored the highest. It's much better than Samsung Galaxy S5, Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1, LG Nexus 5, Galaxy S4. So it gives the idea that our Huawei Ascent Mate 7 is pretty good in terms of performance with respect to these devices when it comes to multi-core performance of the processor. So let's go back and have our another test for today. That's Quadrangle Standard. So it's very tiny written. Uh, it's 5292 here, and it's much better than the Nexus One, Moto Droid. I don't know, so all the comparison is between all the old devices, but as we can see, if you compare with the old devices, the performance of Huawei Ascent 7 is pretty good, like because the bar is much bigger than the older devices. So uh, we can get the idea that it should be pretty much closer to the latest devices. If not better, then it shouldn't be much less as well. So our another test today is the 3D Mark, which is especially good for the gamers. It basically checks the performance of the device for gaming. So if you're a gamer, if you like to play games on your device, this test is must have for you, must know for you. So here we are having three type of tests: Isostream Unlimited, Extreme, and the General Isostream. So what we are going to do, we are going to run the Isostream Extreme because this is the one for 1080p graphics test, which is and that's what is our Huawei Ascent Mate 7. It's a 1080p screen device. So let's run this test and let's have a look how much our device is going to score in this test. As you can see, this test is dedicated for the gaming, for the 3D graphics and the 2D graphics. So if you are a gamer, you should give some attention to this test. So the test is done, friends, and let's have a look on the result. The score is 9097. If we go down, we can see all the scores individually for the graphics, for the physics score, for the graphics test 1, 2, physics test, and how much FPS the Huawei Ascent 7 got in each of these tests. And let's have a look the comparison with other devices. As you can see, Huawei Ascent 7 is having 9086 points, and it comes third on this gaming benchmarking test. Just above the Huawei Ascent 7 is Lenovo 9308, which is pretty much closer to Huawei Ascent 7. The score is just 4-point difference. This 9090, this is 9086, and the top in this list is Huawei Honor 6 Plus. So as you can get the idea that our device is going to perform much better in terms of gaming as well. You can also watch our video where we played some games on Huawei Ascent 7 and check the performance of the device. And today's last test is for the browser. We are going to have a look on the browsing capability with Kraken JavaScript from the Mozilla. So right now the test is going on for the browser speed, and you can see for each section how much time the Huawei Ascent 7 is taking in processing and browsing. Long test, taking much time. So the test is done finally, and here we are having the results. The total result is the time our Huawei Ascent Mate 7 took is 12,529.7 millisecond, which you can see here. And here is the processing time in milliseconds for all the things which the browser was processing. As you could see, the bit detection, DFT, oscillator, the Gaussian blur, the darkroom test, and everything. So so far we can get the idea that the Huawei Ascent Mate 7 is pretty capable device. It's very nice in terms of gaming, the 2D 3D graphics, for reading writing from the memory, for multitasking, and like lots of tasks. So it's a flagship device from Huawei, and obviously it's going to be a great performer in real life as well. So that's all for now, friends. Thanks for watching the video, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more such videos like this and hands-on reviews. Have a nice day.